Integral design method, public space. Over the past 2 years, a number of parties have worked on the Amstelstad case study. That has resulted in an integral design method for public space. A design method that will be further developed by the City of Amsterdam. An integral design method is needed because Amsterdam is about to undergo a major transition powered by 4 major challenges. The first is climate change, which will cause extreme weather, bringing more rain, dry spells and heat waves. This has serious consequences for public space, resulting in less natural buffer capacity, less healthy soil life and less biodiversity. The second major challenge is the energy transition to renewable, sustainable sources of energy. The aim is to use no natural gas and to possess the required green energy for the digital needs of society by the year 2040. Third, in response to the increasing scarcity of raw materials, is the ambition to create a fully circular economy by 2050. And finally, the growth of the city. The prognosis for Amsterdam is 1 million inhabitants within 15 years, so tens of thousands of new homes are needed. Measures to address these 4 major challenges all call for more space below ground where little or none is available, space for extra cables and pipes, and also buffering of water and greenery. Almost every street in Amsterdam will have to change within the next 20 years. An integral climate-resilient design calls for a strategy. First of all, a revision of our understanding of the term public space. In the new method, it is divided into 3 layers: soil, ground level, and buildings with their facades and roofs. So all measures of the major assignments have their place. But the planning process itself also needs revising. The municipality must consult with network operators sooner concerning investment, final obligations and contracts. That is because the 4 assignments call for networks that can only be solved at an in-between scale. That is the scale at which not only the main connecting structures of soil, greenery and traffic are to be found, but also the municipal network of cables and pipes for water, energy and data. Examples of in-between scale projects are Eiburg, Havenstad and Amstelstad. For an integrally designed public space, the replacement periods and the management of the various assets must become transparent. Because this will open up opportunities for better contracting, maintenance and cost saving. The new design method consists of 5 important parts. Part 1. Drawing up an inventory of the frameworks of national, provincial and municipal policy for the entire plan area on the basis of 7 area-wide themes. Each area theme leads to a number of spatial assignments. An analysis of maps determines the level of ambition for each theme. This is done with the so-called ambitieweb. It sheds light on the sustainable project ambitions and forms an important assessment criterion during the tender process. Part 2 consists of formulating general performance goals for each area theme. These help to translate the overall strategy for a plan area into location-specific performances, such as at Frederiksplein, where a lot more greenery has been planted for local water buffering and a green connection, and a bicycle street where cars are guests has also been created. Then parts 3 and 4, where within the scale levels, for example a whole area, network or a building site, the suitable measures are selected. And finally part 5, in which the underlying resulting details are chosen. This is about finding the most integral combinations. Part 1 and 2 are completed for both the plan area and the sub-areas. All 5 parts are completed in programming the street profiles. On the basis of this, the streets within each area development are designed. Amstelstad is taken as a case study to show how it works. Amstelstad is an elongated zone between Amstelstation and the AMC hospital. A project at a real in-between scale with 7 sub-areas, each with their own identity and assignment. The key assignment for Amstelstad is the sustainable transformation and intensification of its southeastern flank, including better infrastructure, more homes and amenities with no loss of employment opportunities. First, the soil layers in Amstelstad were analysed, and the water level in the polders and the environmental hygiene. To assess climate resistance, stress tests were carried out on the basis of the Climate Impact Atlas. In addition, charts were compiled to represent the situations concerning drought, heat and flooding. Then, the current policy frameworks for the plan area were studied. For each area theme, maps of the underlying spatial assignments were drawn up. The maps for Amstelstad were also translated into axonometric drawings. The map analyses determined the strategy and technical approach to public space. Then the ambitions are defined and the performance goals selected. First for Amstelstad, then for each sub-area, and then for typological profiles of streets. Like the Hogeheelweg, an unremarkable 50 km/h street in Amstelstad. This will become a compact urban neighborhood street with a complex mixture of businesses and homes. The Ambitieweb is also deployed for Hogeheelweg at street level. The top 3 ambitions determine the performance goals. The selected performance goals facilitate an integral approach. Based on the global performance goals, specific measures are selected, divided into 5 scale levels at which designers work. Then, for each area theme, the most suitable details were chosen depending on the street profile. The aim is to find combinations that result in win-win situations. In the profile, various details are drawn above each part of the street. For example, the service lane. Do you allocate space for a tree, a spot to park a bicycle, or an underground automated waste collection system? After multiple tryouts with resulting details, the most suitable combination emerges, and that forms the basis for the eventual street. It will be a neighborhood street with wide sidewalks used by local traffic at a maximum speed of 30 km an hour. Children can play here. Greenery dominates the streetscape. Space below ground is efficiently organized, with assets arranged together as compactly as possible. Using the data and relations between the assets, you can also detail a complex 3D model quite quickly. That allows you to calculate the overall performances and the underlying assets at an early stage. In conclusion, the power of the new method lies in the combination of access to all data, strategic programming together with network operators, and long-term alignment of investments. That results in integral and innovative solutions. Climate change and the energy transition call for proactive action. That makes the new integral design method for public space even more urgent. The publication consists of 2 volumes: Amstelstad Case Study, with a description of the new work method, and the Handbook, with a catalogue of measures and resulting details for programming and designing. Now it's time to develop this design method further together.